Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Lucifer. This is season 5 part 2. This is episode 9, and honestly I cannot wait to dive into today's video. You know, the last time this was uploaded on the channel was in November 2020, and that is after the season 5 premiere as well. It's a few months after, and this is the first series on my channel that literally started getting views, over 100 views. You know, we've progressed a long way since then, but this is a fantastic show. This is one of the best shows that you will probably watch, and if you've never seen it, I recommend going back, get a Netflix, get Amazon Prime, whatever's, because Netflix have only got the first, the last parts of the seasons, and I think Amazon Prime's got the first part of the seasons. That's what I've done anyway. Fully hooked, smashed it all as fast as I could, and then obviously when I started doing YouTube, the season 5 come around, and we bashed it on there, and everybody loved it. I loved it. It's amazing. I can't believe it's actually finishing. This is part 2, and I think we're going to have a season 6 before we all end, and I'm devastated, but it is. I'm so thankful for like we've actually got it, and it was cancelled one time, and Netflix picked it up, and I'm thankful that they give it basically 3 seasons on Netflix, because I absolutely love it. It is amazing. Lucifer is such a good character, and his connection with Chloe is amazing, and I love the fact that he calls her detective and pretty much never calls her Chloe. And when he was about to tell her in the final episode of season 5 part 1, for example, I think he was going to tell her that he loves her, and then time froze, mate. Literally, I thought it was a Menadil, because I think him and Lucifer had a fight. He went outside to see what was happening. Well, it wasn't a Menadil. It wasn't Michael, even though he was there. They had an epic fight. Maze was on Michael's side. They was all fighting him, a Menadil, Michael, Maze. She smashed him through the glass, right? And it looked absolutely amazing. It shattered everywhere. It was in like slow motion. They stepped through it. Obviously, like I said, time froze. And Menadil's child, mate, didn't like appear with the supernaturals. Like, he was frozen in time as well, so like it makes me think that he's mortal, not immortal, which is absolutely ridiculous, mate. I can't believe what's going on with that. And turns out God had arrived, mate. He come coming down the stairs, and they all turned around, all of them with the wings out, and it was like, Dad. And I was like, oh, get in there, mate. Finally got over to season 5, and we finally get to see his dad. So what's going to happen with Lucifer and Chloe? You know, are they going to be together? Are they not? What's going to happen with the dad? Who's going to be in charge? Do you know, is he going to rule heaven, rule earth, and Lucifer rule hell, because that's where he's supposed to be? Or is somebody going to take the reins? You know, I cannot wait. I did see the trailer, and I was so excited, honestly. I see Michael stood there, and he's like fighting gear with his cut on his face, and then he was in like a cheerleading like field, and he floated up with like a bunch of soldiers below him. Oh, it looks sick, and I'm so pumped, honestly. You know what, my one thing that I want for this season is Ella to find out that Lucifer is, you know, the devil, because I think she's only one, a part of his little crew that doesn't actually know that, and she believes in God, doesn't she? And she's so happy as well, mate. She's so like joyous and so bouncy and so flamboyant. And then Dan found out Lucifer was the devil, wasn't he, as well? So like obviously he's in on it, and he shit it as well when he found out, didn't he? It was Michael. He literally lured him in. And then my second thing that I want to happen is I want Maze to get with Eve. I want Eve to come back. Literally, Maze and Eve was sick. I want Maze to be happy. She just wants somebody to be there. You know, she's always there by Lucifer's side, and then she's always against him, because when she feels like he's not like there to love her and choose her and protect her. And I feel like she just wants somebody there to respect who she is and love her for who she is. So I am Team Maze. Let's go. Hopefully Eve comes back, because they was perfect together. And let's just cut it there, mate. Let's just dive into this new series. Like I said, if you guys can't wait for this, please subscribe if you're new, because it is going to be a wild ride. So thank you very much for clicking on my video. The full video is going to be in the description. If you don't have Netflix, you know, you can click on there, watch it on my Patreon for free. You know, just follow the links and the passwords. No subscription needed. Thank you for clicking on my video today. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Thank you for coming. You saw how they were attacking me? Of course, this is all my fault. Go on, go ahead, Dad. Blame it all on me, like always.
Just want my sons to get along.
Bring it in.
I would never trust anything that Michael says.
Got to be joking. He is behind every bad thing that's ever happened to me. Well, everything apart from you. It's amazing that you never actually see that.
Is that my grandson over there?
Nah, I told you, the glass, mate. It looks sick. Look at it.
Oh, no, this won't do at all.
Wow, Chloe, mate. She's beautiful, Chloe, ain't she?
Have you seen Lucifer? No, sorry. Where is he?
Detective, where have you been?
Yeah. Can I talk to you for a second? Hey, so, what happened? I knew what you were about to say, and then I blinked and suddenly, no, you.
People telling me what to do, especially...
Me. Pushed you too far, and it wasn't fair of me to do that, and I get why you ran away. When you're ready, I'll be ready to listen.
Do you know what, right? These two, I think, out of every program I've ever watched, I've wanted these two to be together the most. Does that make sense? Like, just the build up to this, right, was never forced. It was so slow. It was so slow, honestly. It took like 5 seasons or 4 seasons before he kissed her. Like I say, never calls her Chloe, calls her detective. And I am all for this, man. Like, these two, I think, are absolute perfect. I absolutely love it. He loves her so much as well, and I think she's beautiful. I think they rub off perfect together, man. They are so, so good.
Yeah. You're really here. Yeah, I'm never gonna get used to this.
You can poke all you want. Who's the cutest little baby? Yes, it's you.
Do you need a drink? Water?
She
wine?
does.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some options.
Michael has made quite a mess here on Earth, and I'm afraid he's not done. He's up to something.
Family's important.
Yes, I agree. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Father, is he
Adorable. Being
Beating around the bush.
gives me an idea.
Learning the truth about Lucifer, it's a lot. I've been there.
I'm guessing you handled it better.
Take some time, Dan.
How are you doing, by the way? I noticed Lucifer's not here.
Well, we hit a snag, and he's dealing with some things. And...
Ella.
Before you start, no. I am not going home. I need to focus on the case.
Okay.
5 pretty solid arguments ready. I mean, if you want to hear them, I can tell.
We're good.
I think he hit his head in the cement, but it's kind of hard to tell thanks to his BBQ'd bod. Lucky for the owners, the cement stopped the fire from spreading, but
Who was he? One of the workers?
this was the youngest son.
Any witnesses?
No, but the 3 kids were here, working after hours.
All right, well, let's go talk to him. See if any of them wanted their brother dead.
And whichever one I'm most attracted to,
Ah.
bam, that's your killer.
I actually feel well tight on Ella when she was used by that guy in the last in the first part, because she deserves to be happy as well, man. She's so chirpy. She let her guard down as well and let somebody in, and he just used her. And it was mad how she found out as well that he was the guy murdering people. She found his little compartment in his house, didn't she?
What are you gonna say to her? You have that look on your face. Well, not anymore.
What do you Not even ask. You're all knowing. Don't you already know the answer? Isn't the universe going to collapse with your you-like powers on Earth?
It's fine.
Well, as always, thanks for clearing that up. Now, if you don't mind,
I'd like you to join me for a family dinner. I don't want to leave Earth until we've all talked.
absolutely no way I am sitting down for anything as absurd or torturous as a family dinner.
I thought you needed space.
Nope, no space needed. I'm right where I need to be. So, where's the family?
Well, the siblings are over there, but how did you know?
Well, one of them is obviously the killer.
I thought he was upset with me for rushing him, but he's not. He's mad at his own family.
I should have stayed home.
Alright, it's funny, Dan. Ah.
So, what you're saying is, son rebelled against the family, forged his own path, and then you killed him.
Do any of you know anyone who would want to burn the place down?
Yeah, Juan Perez. He is the owner of Holin Juan.
Hey, that's a sick name. It is good, that.
Sorry, you were saying.
We rearrange his butt statues in suggestive position.
Love what I did with your squires on the second hole, and their second holes.
Yes, but a French war.
Spray painted this on the side of our castle.
And listen, if you ever want to talk about what's going on with your own family, I'm here for you. But no pressure at all.
Yeah.
LAPD. We want to talk to you about the murder of Chris Peterson.
I would never.
You ran from the cops.
I thought you were arresting me for the ZX3.
You were juicing your carts with the ZX3.
Fastest in the whole state.
But if things are going well for you, why would you threaten to destroy the kingdom? Do you have an alibi for last night around 10 p.m.?
Yeah, I was getting lit up by a bunch of tweens in my new laser tag arena.
Chris came to you for a job here.
Yeah, but I would never employ a Peterson.
Weird that the family would never mention that.
Well, I don't think it's weird at all, because they killed him.
Well, if Chris wanted to work in mini golf so badly, why wouldn't he just go back to the kingdom. Sorry, the family said that they got along great with Chris.
They're the reason he left in the first place.
Did you know that Chris had applied for a job at Hole in One?
No, I didn't. He'd never go back to the kingdom. He'd rather...
Burn it down. That's what I tried to do with the Silver City. Not that I'm comparing the two. Windmills up there.
I've got to say, right, when Lucifer smiles and laughs, it makes me smile every time. He's got that personality that just makes you like joyous as well when you watch him.
Hello, Mazikeen. I made your favorite drink.
That isn't my favorite drink. I want you to give me a soul.
Oh, I really like it.
Why do you want one?
Because everyone has one except me. Why I'm so alone.
It means I can't help you.
Can't or won't. Still think I'm perfect now?
Check her face,
I
mate.
think you messed up when you made demons. When you made me.
I think she looks fucking unreal, mate. She looks well good. Look at her Red Riding Hood jacket on.
Solving a very important case. Mini golf murder. High-stakes stuff. You know, he's hardly said a word to us our entire lives, brother, and now he suddenly wants to catch up.
I like to see it as a gesture, Lucy. And one that I think that we should seriously consider.
But one fatherly slap on the back and you're back to being his dutiful lackey, aren't you?
I know that Dad has been a bit careless in the past. All right, he's been a real ass.
An almighty, all-powerful dad who will never admit to being anything other than perfect.
Things are looking really clean in here.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting on lab results, so I thought I'd catch up on some maintenance.
Pete had all of us fooled.
I mean, after all, you had sex with him too. So it's a little different, right?
But I did just go through an experience where someone I thought I knew wasn't who I thought he was.
Hard to beat a secret serial killer.
You'd think. Put
She's
so
a
much
great
love into the
person.
world, Ella.
Yeah, she is.
Please don't let this change that. We need more people like you out there, Ella.
That is facts, isn't it?
Not less.
Dan spitting facts. And can we also say, Ella, she's like 40 years old. She's in her 40s, mate. She looks sick for 40 years old. She has took care of herself, mate.
One of the siblings, at least, found him mid-arson. They must have gotten into a fight about it, and Chris ended up dead. So, say Chris was you. Then the killer would be, let's go find our Michael.
Okay.
Happy family.
No such thing. We should arrest them for that lie alone. Poor misunderstood brother, you had to ruin his life as well.
Ruin his life? Kill. He means kill.
Of Ted well, he was gone a while.
I wasn't there the entire night. I went out to the parking lot to make out.
No one wants to smash that.
I mean, unless it's
That's
paying.
funny.
I wasn't paying.
Oh.
Either of those idiots did it. It was him.
All right, detective, I think I need a moment.
Listen, what if they're all Michaels? Look how quickly they turned on each other. What if they apologized to you?
Peter Peterson, and I
Have the
See the
greatest name ever.
I killed my own son.
You need to give me more than that. How?
Would you please take his full statement? I'll be with you in a minute.
Hearing that confession felt great, actually. Like exactly what I've been searching for. I think I now know exactly what I need to do.
We shouldn't be surprised. I mean, Lucifer isn't mature enough.
Sorry I'm late. Brought souffle.
Look at her dad's a smile, mate.
I find that at family events, a couple of bottles help.
You are the mother of my grandchild. Of course you're family.
You were so close. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, they got to say grace.
Or shouldn't we say grace?
Ah, that's hilarious.
I'd like to thank God. I'm used to you being up there. Oceans, mountains.
Look at Amelia's face.
Shoes. And life.
Yeah, that about covers it, Doctor. Thank you.
I like how he's like.
Let's dig in.
I'm getting a sore mouth from smiling. It's just, I'm loving it.
Oh my God, this is delicious. Almost.
Heavenly?
At first, I thought you exploiting poor Amenadiel's fears about Charlie's mortality was just a real shit move. And impersonating me, ravaging my life to create a mess big enough to bring God himself down. We all regress in Dad's presence. Looking like the perfect son. Michael? It's Michael. Is it? You know, I'm glad you persuaded me to come, brother. Like you said, it's worth it, even if Dad has been a real ass.
That's, actually not what I said.
All that anguish thinking he'd fallen from your favor. He lost his wings, his very sense of self.
Yes.
It was a failure.
Lucy, come on.
Don't worry, brother. We're all being tortured. Are you ever going to tell us why hell suddenly doesn't need a warden anymore?
I have a good reason.
It's a good reason. Well, that explains it. As always, super clear. Thanks, Pop. Being forced to torture souls for hundreds of thousands of years was an attaboy. Spent my entire life in the worst kind of hell there is.
Lucy, Michael, come on.
We were dealt the same hand, the same face, the same bloody shoulders, except you had a chip on yours so big you managed to self-actualize it. Children!
Imagine that. That is sick.
Wasn't sure you still had it in you.
No, outside looks dead serious now, doesn't it? Look at this.
I'm sorry, I'm just really uncomfortable.
No, we're sorry.
3 sons want their father's love.
I just want him to admit to the fact that he's a bad father. Would you treat Charlie the same way Dad's treated us?
Well,
Be honest.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I hope not.
And you'd do anything for your son, wouldn't you? I mean, if all the apples are bad, it's the tree that's the problem.
I was going to say, maybe it is a tree.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I would like to instead ask you one simple question.
What's your question, Samael?
Do you love us?
Oh, come on, man. He's got to say yeah. If he says no, that's mad.
If I have to tell you, then I really have failed.
You know what I do when I don't want to lie? I don't answer the question. Pick that up from you, Dad. Thought this moment would give me some catharsis. That you will never love us. And that's just sad.
Do you know what? You can't blame Lucifer for taking that that answer, what he said. Sometimes it's a yes, you need a yes or no, like he said. Like, you don't need the cryptics. But it is true, though. If you ask somebody, do I love you? Like, it's like, well, if you ask that, then I've failed. Do you know what I mean? And you could take that in either two ways. You could take it as if to say, of course I do, but clearly I've not shown it because you even questioning it, so I've done a bad job. Or you can see it as no, you know, like, because it's so easy to just say, yeah, I do. And I understand where he's coming from. Like, he's all his life ever wondered, do you love me? And then when he actually asks a question, he doesn't say, of course I love you, son. Like, I definitely love you. You know, gives him, it's not cryptic, but he doesn't give him a yes or no straight answer. So I can understand where he's coming from, Lucy, taking that. Obviously, Amenadiel, he took it the one way, and Lucifer took it another way. I could totally understand it, because he didn't actually answer the question. He kind of did, but yeah, cryptically.
Exciting new case we're investigating today.
His confession doesn't add up. Yeah, but Peterson told us he saw his son get gas from the shed.
So he lied. Fathers do that.
I mean, it does look like he's applying for a job.
Something doesn't track. That girlfriend, Betty, told us she didn't know anything about it.
Bailed on house arrest. His ankle bracelet pinged in downtown traffic. It looks like he's headed to Union Station.
If he's innocent, why is he running?
Charlie. He's mortal, isn't he? So he'll suffer like all humans, Dad.
It would follow from the fact that he's mortal.
That's funny, that. It's brutal, that, though. Imagine a dad outliving his son.
Let me switch places with my son.
That's true, love. That's what you do for your kids.
For your son.
Exactly, mate.
Ready to go home?
Are you ready?
Well, I mean...
Then you should go.
Innit? See
I
ya.
decided to stay here a little bit longer.
Then I will stay with you.
You're no longer welcome on Earth.
Oh, check that, mate. Banished him?
You're banishing him?
If you insist on putting it that way.
Innit? He come down last. He should be the first to go. It's like you get a job, innit? Last person in, first person out.
See? Never easy.
I'd follow him as well. I wouldn't arrest him. I'd tail him.
Sorry.
Oh, check this guy.
Put down the gun! You weren't running from us. You were chasing her. Why?
Confessed because I thought one of my children had done it. I'd already lost one.
Sacrifice yourself for your own children.
Of course, what fatherhood is. Suddenly it all came into place.
Everything that was broken in him was because of it. Because of you.
You stole gas from Hole in One. Chris caught you, didn't he?
He struggled. He hit his head on the concrete. The fire was everywhere. I swear I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Looks like self-sacrifice runs in the family, eh?
My question is, yeah. She didn't really confess to killing the guy. She said that they argued that he fell over and he banged his head and then the fire spread. She never said that she attacked him, hit him and he fell. And she never said that she started the fire either. So, I mean, That's interesting to me. Anyway, that would be one where I would love to see what happened in court. Do you know, if you went to court and you was explaining it, like, you can get into an argument with somebody, he could have tripped over. It's a golf course, mini golf, isn't it? There's loads of stuff all over the place. He could have he had the gas, not her. She said that he was walking there, he tripped over, banged his head, started the fire. Do you know what would happen then? Would she get done? Would she get done for concealing the murder or taking part in it? Who knows? Like, literally, to me, that stuff like that's interesting.
I was fully prepared to hunt you down and kick your ass is what. In fact, I was looking forward to it.
Oh.
No. What I want is a soul. You promised me one and I didn't get it.
You just need true love. Get Eve back.
Frustrating, isn't it?
You wanted me to find you. You wanted to say goodbye.
For what it's worth, Mazikeen, I'm sorry you didn't get what you wanted.
I'm sorry you didn't either.
Doesn't mean I won't.
Might be useful to draw a parallel between your emotions and the case. So it turns out, our killer, bearing girlfriend, trying to change her boyfriend.
We're talking about him now.
Whatsoever. I was supposed to give you space so that you could deal with your issue.
You deserve to hear those 3 words back. I'll never be able to say them to you. I am my father's son.
Oh, because his dad can't say it to him.
But it also means, like him, I am incapable of love. If I ever said those 3 words to you, it would be a lie.
I want to fucking headbutt my wall, honestly. I can't believe the trailer was actually him talking about this scene. Oh, I can't believe it. Devastated. Why you just said that? They better get together, man. Like I said, this episode, I was like, I've never wanted a couple to be together so much. Absolute slow burner. These two are absolutely perfect together. Get to the end of it, kind of break up. It's like, what the hell is going on, mate? Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was an interesting reintroduction to the series. I really enjoyed that, the fact that God was down and all the brothers was, you know, invited to a meal. Now, I did like the fact that Lucifer asked him, does he love them? And he didn't give a straight answer. And then at the end there, he was talking to the detective and he was saying, look, you know, I am my father's son and I've realised that I would never be able to say those words. And that stems off his dad, isn't it? The fact that he's never been told. Do you think it's probably because, right, he's never been told by his own family that that he's loved, that it's literally stuck with him and it's made him incapable of even loving somebody else because he doesn't feel loved himself, which is so deep, honestly. I like the fact that the dad's come, God, and he's banished Michael away because he is the reason why all this stuff's going on, isn't it? Let's be honest, like, it is brutal that he sent one away, but he, like, Amenadiel and Lucifer was doing absolute fine on Earth for the first 4 seasons, you know. They was getting on and cracking on, and Amenadiel's turned into a so much better character, obviously. When he come down, he absolutely loved God, didn't he? Everything. He was trying to get Lucy away, you know, back up, and he's got with Linda, realised how great he is down here, turned into a great character, good brothers there. I really like them together. I liked the one where he's pretending to be Lucifer, not pretending, but, you know, where he was Chloe's partner for the day and all the nuns was attracted to him because they could feel his power towards God. That was funny. And I like the relationships that he has with people. You know, he had a good relationship with Mazikeen. Do you know what? She's an interesting character, her. You know, she's the whole time she's always wanted to, like I said, she always wants to be loved. That's what I think, man. She feels that because she's not got a soul, she's incapable of being happy and loving somebody. And when we first come, she was so loyal to Lucifer, wasn't she? She just wanted to be around him consistently, and obviously he was kind of like pushing her away because he's kind of like his slave. And did he let her go? He's like, I don't need you anymore, you know, go and do your own thing. And she can't handle it, you know, she's got no purpose, she's got no one to be around, she can't go back to hell, she can't flick up and down just like these, you know. She has to use, I can't remember what it is, like, do they have to use a key or something, a coin? I literally can't remember that one, but she can't just disappear and go down. I think she wants to go down into hell, but I think that's just an excuse because she hasn't got no one in the present. And when she did find a mum as well, you know, is it Lilith? We got that flashback episode and stuff, and Lucifer made a promise that did he make her mortal? And then she ended up dying. And she found her right near the end as well, actually, didn't she? And then when she went to go and see her, she died, and it was brutal. She's had a torrid time, hasn't she, Mazikeen? And the only time I seen her really, really happy is when she was with Eve, and then obviously they broke up as well. Not because they didn't like each other though, and I'm desperate that she comes back. I want the final final season and the rest of this one. I want Mazikeen to be happy. Obviously, I think she's going to go on Michael's side for the next 3 episodes because that's what she does. If someone promises her something, she'll try and go for it. You know, she wants to get a soul. She asks God. He said he can't have it. He said she's perfect just the way she is, but she doesn't like who she is, you know, she wants to change. So if he's going to try and promise her something, because Michael's not leaving, he's not leaving Earth, is it? He said that his dad sent him away, but he said, I'll be back, I'll be getting what I want. And obviously banished, he's probably going to go somewhere, get his own little army and come back. Like I said, I seen the trailer the other week, and he was stood on like a football field, and he was floating in the sky with a bunch of people, looked absolutely sick, so he's probably going to get a little army. And in that trailer, when Lucifer did say, you know, I can't say those 3 words because I'd be lying, I was like, nah, he's never talking about I love you, man. He's talking about a different situation. Boom, he's not, mate. He's literally talking to the detective, which I'm devastated by. I don't know. I hope it's a good end game, this, because obviously we've got 5 seasons of him hardcore wanting her. Then when he gets her, he can't have her because he can't love himself, pretty much, which is absolutely deep. So I hope that they get more together. Do you know who I really like as well? I like Trixie, and I want her to be in quite a few episodes. The dynamic that she has with Lucifer is really good, and I really enjoy it. But I think the last time we seen her as well, she was doing Lucifer over. I think it was in that Lilith episode in the flashbacks when she got him to tell a story. And she went into her lift, and Mazikeen gave her some money, and she relayed it back to her. So she kind of like done Lucifer a bit dirty on that one, didn't she? So it was interesting. This whole episode was more about fathership and love for the family, wasn't it? Even the guy, yeah, who confessed that he was the one that killed his son, he was doing it because, like he said, he's doing it out of love. He'd do anything for his family. You know, he's seen one son die. He's not gonna let another one go down. He'd rather take the blame himself, because that's what fathers do. They stand in the way, they take the blame, they do anything for the children. And that is literally what Amenadiel will do for his son as well. He even said to God, you know, take my life, give my son, give Charlie my powers, you know, I want him to be alive, I want him to be an angel, I will literally sacrifice myself. He said no. He said sometimes you have to do hard things, and then obviously he banished Michael, and he was like, look, see, you got to do hard things. But it didn't really, it's not even hard to him, is it? He's obviously been alive for so long, he's not really that bothered. But he's obviously down on Earth now, I wonder why he's here. Linda's funny as well. She keeps saying, you don't realise how many times you say, oh my God, or God's sake, you know what I mean? And like, it's funny when God's actually there, because it's like a whole new meaning. He keeps saying, oh yeah, you, which is funny. Even when she had the steak, he was like, oh, tastes like it's from heaven or something like that, which is funny. I love the little references, obviously. I can't wait to see how God plays out, because he must be the most powerful being, and he wants to be a granddad as well. He's actually really happy that he's got a grandson, and he doesn't care at all that he's human, does he? So that's interesting. But I'd like to thank every single person that checked out today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.